When you are particular about NEET, Tamil Nadu is revolting. So many students have committed suicide, and the Tamil Nadu Assembly has passed a unanimous bill. The president of our nation signed immediately the farm bills that were passed in the parliament, which was not in the proper manner. It was not debated. The amendments we gave were not discussed, and they were not taken to standing committee or select committee as we proposed, but she gave assent to it. And she gave assent to UAPA. And she gave assent to the 3 infamous criminal law bills, which is interesting, emboldening the police like anything and changing the nomenclature. It was immediately signed. But Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly, which is a part of the Indian nation, has passed a bill unanimously twice and is still waiting for the assent of the president. What is happening? It should be taken into account that the federal government is not that creates the states. It is the states that create the federal government. Mumbai, my friend Ahmed Patel's, the great hometown, it hosts the richest man in Asia and the largest slum in Asia. This is real socialism. Richest man lives there and the largest slum is there. This is India. Sir, you have been given 10 long years. In politics, even 1 week is a longer period, they used to say. 10 years you have been given. What have you done? Have you given any employment to the youth population? Have you brought down the poverty? Have you taken care of the farmers? One thing I am sure, sir. After this election results and after this government has taken over, they cannot bulldoze the bills as they were doing earlier. The opposition is very strong in the Lok Sabha. We are as well strong here. Moreover, 2 alliance parties of them are very, very particular, I say. One is Mr. Nitish Kumar, my very good friend for past 25 years, sir, who stands for social justice. And I think he would take care that this government will go for census immediately. So far, the government has not yielded. I think the JDU will prevail upon to take the census, which is the Tamil Nadu government is pressing upon. And second is federalism. Hereafter, you cannot use the governors as arrows against the opposition parties because Chandrababu Naidu, who is for federalism, is with you.
Mani Sri Honorable Tiruchi Siva, please. You have 21 minutes.
We will adjust, sir, among our members. Kindly.
This is what has been mentioned here.
Only we have.
You can send it here, no problem.
We shall adjust it.
You can send it.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir. Sir, today more than ever, I stand proud and privileged to be a representative of the state of Tamil Nadu and a member of the DMK party. Why, sir? I'll tell you the reason. The 18th Lok Sabha elections spread to 6 weeks and 640 million voters decided or gave their verdict. The Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, was very rarely visited Tamil Nadu, came 8 times during the election campaign. But in few times, sir, we backed all the 40 seats we contested. The only state in India where all we contested, we won the seats thanks to the efforts and strategy of our leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin. Sir, the people have given a clear verdict, not a clear majority. The President in her address, paragraph 3, she has told that this government, her government is enjoying a clear majority. Sorry to say, sir, the people have given a clear message, not a clear majority. How? See, the President address is only a convention. We owe the legacy to Government of India Act 1919, which started from there. 1921 was the first time. And it is like a monarch of British government. The monarch will be presenting to the members of Parliament her address, and it will be prepared by the Council of Ministers. Unlike USA. USA, the President prepares his own speech and delivers it. John F. Kennedy has told that without debate, without criticism, no administration or no country can succeed and no republic can survive. In one of his addresses to the US Congress, yes, very clearly with a glowing reference to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru for his statesmanship and also how much he has been inspired by his worldview. But here, the speech is prepared by the Council of Ministers and the President is only delivering it. So, sir, when we tend to criticize, it need not be construed that it is against the President since he has delivered the address. It's only on the Council of Ministers. Sir, the people of India has given so many clear messages. Number one, This country considers economic issues more than divisive rhetoric. Mixing of politics and religion was not accepted by those people who have faith in religions. And moreover, what is a big idea of having a utopia whole Hindu nation than they can live in dignity in this country? How I am saying this? Faizabad, where the Ram temple was opened with, inaugurated with much pomp, sir, BJP lost. That was a message. And so also Varanasi, where the Prime Minister contested, last time his margin was 4,85,000, and this time it was only 1 lakh and odd. So there is an indication that people were not satisfied and happy with the earlier government. But President's address is what, sir? It has to inform the members of both the houses of Parliament, various programs, and the priorities of the government. But it was only a summary of the previous government. She was telling, my government has done that, my government has done this and all. Which government, sir? It was a BJP government, and this is a NDA government. Sir, the convention is, kindly enlighten, let any member from any senior member who has got very good wisdom can enlighten me. The convention is normally, the president will call the leader of the single largest party to form the government. If the single largest party doesn't have a majority, he will go with the support of some alliance parties, and then he will be asked to get a vote of confidence motion in the House. That has happened during R. Venkatraman's period. That has happened during K.R. Narayan's period, sir, but this time it has not happened. Moreover, sir, today's Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, is the leader of NDA alliance and not of BJP party. May I know whether the BJP party has sit with its members of elected members of Parliament and elected a leader of them for the Parliament? I am surprised. This has never happened. So that leader who has been chosen as the leader of that party, please.
Please.
See, you are cornered. You are cornered. Please, let me speak. Later you can. Rakesh ji, you can speak later. Sir, I am not yielding, sir.
He is not yielding.
I am not yielding. I am not yielding, sir.
He is not
so mic need not be given to him. So let me not be interrupted.
Please.
Whether, sir, the central hall, which was abandoned
जब आपका
by
अवसर
the
आए आप लोग बोलें.
government,
जब आपका अवसर.
we moved to the new parliament. Sir, the British Parliament is working for 300 years in the same house, whereas we moved to a new house. Now we are deprived of a central hall. Even after 5 years, we will not get acquainted with the new members of Parliament in Lok Sabha because nowhere we can meet or we can come across them. What is going on, sir? But that abandoned central hall, this time, the NDA members of Parliament sat there to elect their leader. Some sentiment? Did you feel that central hall or the old Parliament house suited you much than this new Parliament or anywhere else? Why, sir? Sir, the President, Droupadi Murmu ji, may not have the opportunity to watch the full proceedings of the House. Unless otherwise a member from the opposition speak, she may not have an opportunity to look at what is happening in the House. Because the Sunset TV, which is meant for the Parliament, is only for the treasury benches nowadays. It only focuses upon them. Whatever we do, even maybe disturbance, it doesn't matter. It must be telecast, and the people will decide whether we are doing it right or wrong.
माननीय
But we are
त्रिची
not
शिवा
doing.
जी,
Sir,
ये परंपरा बहुत वर्षों से है.
make a pardon.
Please speak. Continue. Please continue.
Kindly allow. The duty of that Sunset TV is to focus the proceedings of the House. Otherwise, when a member of the House fainted here, it didn't reach out because it was totally blackout. How many from the ruling party came rushing? She's not a member of an alliance nation. She just belonged to the opposition party. When she swooned here, except the Parliament Affairs Minister, no one came here.
She was
Who
taken
felt
all
about
the
it, sir?
care by Honorable Chairman.
Sorry,
Yes,
sir.
please.
This is the real happening here.
Please,
I am
please.
taking this to the notice of the Honorable President. What is happening in this house? We are deprived of the central hall. Why? You don't want the Lok Sabha members and Rajya Sabha members to come together. Divisive here also. So that's what I say. The people have given a clear verdict. They are not satisfied. Economic issues are of much more importance, not other issues. Sir, India has got a 64% of youth population. Every month, 1 million enter into the youth population. It's a very big demographic dividend, sir, but it will be a demographic disaster if employment is not created. That they suffered. The verdict was given by who all? The poor people, by the youngsters, by those who believed in secularism, those who believed in federalism gave their verdict. Why then this sort of fractured verdict that they have to sit here with an alliance only? Sir, the smile on the faces of many of my friends there has missed, sir. Very sorry to say. In the last tenure, sir, their strength was 303 BJP and NDA was 353. This time, the BJP is 240 and their alliance is 293. What it shows, the 63 that has come down, not from the alliance, only from BJP. So people have lost their confidence in BJP. Sir, at 3 o'clock on 4th, the graph stood at 293 and 230 something on us. Sir, it's remained the same till the next morning. Till then there were fluctuations, going up and down, going up and down. Even Prime Minister was trailing behind at a point of time. But after 3 o'clock on June 4th, it stopped there itself. Many speculations are looming over. How many seats they have won with a margin of 5,000 to 1,000? If you calculate that, this apprehension or the speculation may come true. Sir, I don't want to raise any allegations. But the thing is, the verdict which has been given by the people is not as the President has told that it is a clear majority. It is not so. It's only a clear message. And the President has also very gladly said that 25 crores of people have been brought out of poverty. Let me say, sir, as per the World Bank's data, 10% of Indian population are below poverty. That is 140 million, 14 crore. As per Niti Ayog's 2023 report, India's poverty, people who live with poverty are 15%, that is 220 million, 22 crore. The people living in poverty in India comprise of the total population of UK, France and Germany. India is the largest booming economy, you may say. But 22 crores of people comprising 3 countries' total population are living in poverty. 80 crore people are living in the ration shop, getting free of food. But you say that we are reaching second, third in economic states. Mumbai, my friend Ahmed Patel's, the great hometown, it hosts the richest man in Asia and the largest slum in Asia. This is real socialism. Richest man lives there and the largest slum is there. This is India. Sir, you have been given 10 long years. In politics, even 1 week is a longer period, they used to say. 10 years you have been given. What have you done? Have you given any employment to the youth population? Have you brought down the poverty? Have you taken care of the farmers? One thing I am sure, sir. After this, the election results and after this government has taken over, they cannot bulldoze the bills as they were doing earlier. The opposition is very strong in the Lok Sabha. We are as well strong here. Moreover, 2 alliance parties of them are very, very particular, I say. One is Mr. Nitish Kumar, my very good friend for past 25 years, sir, who stands for social justice. And I think he would take care that this government will go for census immediately. So far, the government has not yielded. I think the JDU will prevail upon to take the census which is the Tamil Nadu government is pressing upon. And second is federalism. Hereafter, you cannot use the governors as arrows against the opposition parties because Chandrababu Naidu, who is for federalism, is with you. Sir, the Honorable Minister for Education, he took oath as a member of Parliament. In the 18th Lok Sabha, after entrusting the irregularities of NEET examination to be investigated by CBI. And after cancelling the NEET examination for postgraduate, the prior night to the exam, making thousands and lakhs of student aspirants, medical doctors, of course, those who are for PG are basically doctors, they were stranded. Everyone has reached their centers, but the previous night they cancelled. Where has it happened? And they say proudly, we have taken initiated action. We ask why it happened and how it happened. It is not locking the stable after the horse has run. Lakhs of students have been put to trouble. My dear friend, Mr. Nagar, please. I may speak against you, but it may of interest you. Why it happened? They should have not allowed even an iota of doubt in such. When you were particular about NEET, Tamil Nadu is revolting. So many students have committed suicide, and the Tamil Nadu Assembly has passed a unanimous bill. Sir, Madam Vice Chairperson, thank you very much for you being the chair. I am happy. The President of our nation signed immediately the farm bills that were passed in the Parliament, which was not in the proper manner. It was not debated. The amendments we gave were not discussed, and they were not taken to standing committee or select committee as we proposed, but she gave assent to it. And she gave assent to UAPA, and she gave assent to the 3 infamous criminal law bills, which is interesting, emboldening the police like anything, and changing the nomenclature. It was immediately signed. But Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly, which is a part of the Indian nation, has passed a bill unanimously twice and is still waiting for the assent of the President. What is happening? It should be taken into account that the federal government is not that creates the states. It is the states that create the federal government. So the sentiments of the people of a state and the decision that has been arrived at an assembly wholeheartedly should be respected by the President. Maybe any government may be here or there, but it is the state assembly's resolution. But it is still pending. In the interest of the state, of our people, we don't want to say that ban it or something, give an exemption to Tamil Nadu. Even that is not recognized. Rather than that, the speaker there, who is to be considered above politics, the Prime Minister and his party, that doesn't matter. Even the President in his address recalled emergency. We don't say, don't speak about that. It cannot be concealed. Because DMK, the party from which I am speaking, was the worst sufferer. We lost our government. Our leader, now their Chief Minister, and myself were imprisoned for 1 full year. We don't deny that. It all happened. But later, Mrs. Gandhi came to Chennai, and in Marina Beach, under the presidency of her leader, Dr. Kalaignar, she regretted for all happened in those times. I go beyond that. It was a declared emergency. But the undeclared emergency in the BJP. What is going on? You are forfeiting the rights of the states, the people, the minorities. What does the CAA do? You cherry pick. You choose 3 countries, you choose 5 religions, and you deliberately leave Muslims, you deliberately leave Sri Lanka, and you forget 1.5 lakhs of Tamils who are stranded in Tamil Nadu without a citizenship. Your bill, your act doesn't include, but it gets the assent of the President. You bulldoze everything. That too, the criminal law bills, 150 MPs from both the houses were suspended, and then it was passed. What an important bill. Stakeholders were not called. Nobody was consulted. Nobody's views were taken into consideration, even the members of parliament. Alternative perspective should not be looked at as adversary. Democracy is every issue has two sides. You will be having one side, we will be having one side. Both should be discussed and we should arrive at a consensus. But you don't allow us to speak. You don't listen to us. The Prime Minister, who has never met a press all through the years, met at least 100 times the media during the elections. But the result is very unhappy for them, not for us. We have not assumed power, but we are all very happy. They have now come back to power, but they are not really happy. That's the thing. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, has raised a very important issue. Many of us have not taken cognizance of it. Something which happened in this country. The share market. The share market's fluctuation is decided mostly by the performing of certain firms. The investors choose by way of that. Second is government's policies, taxation, many other things influence the share market and that. And three, war in a different country or foreign exchange reserves or something that is third. And fourth is artificially created fluctuation. That happened in 1990 by Harshad Mehta, later by Satyam Raju, and now, before the elections, kindly take note, what happened was, on May 19th, the Prime Minister appeared before the media and told that share market is soaring high and high, and after June 4th, it will reach historic top high, and so all be ready. The Prime Minister told. And on June 1st, the Home Minister told that the share market is increasing, and after 4th, India will be benefited. So all of you buy shares. And some media to whom they have given the interview, one thing. And on June 1st, after when the exit poll survey was given, some media, it is unimaginable, it said that 401 seats BJP will win. It's a cooked up one. Where is 240 is there and 401 is there? How can errors happen like that? So it is deliberate. After this 401 forecast was done by exit poll surveys, for your kind information, what happened? The NSE increased by 733 points on June 3rd. On June 3rd. Miserably, BJP didn't form the government. Madam, you have to bring the house to order. They are distracting me. On June 4th, the Sensex fell down by 1,379 points. Thereby, how much the investors have lost, you know? Small investors, 30 lakh crores rupees. Huh? 30 lakh crore rupees. Huh? No, it went up the previous day. They bought it. The next day it fell down. All small investors who were tempted to buy that because of the exit poll survey, the Prime Minister, is it the way? It is a responsibility or job of the Prime Minister and Home Minister to talk about the share. But small investors, see, I am talking about the poor common man. No, it is not the big corporates. It's an ordinary investor who is much interested in share market. They have lost 30 lakh crore rupees. That's what Mr. Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition, has proposed, that a joint parliamentary committee has to be constituted to look into this view. So this is a very big economic scam that has happened. People are affected. See, I'm not raising just false, evasive allegations based on every truth. I belong to a political party. I am on the opposition. If I show an elephant and say it is a horse, it is your responsibility to prove that it is an elephant. But we are saying it is an elephant, but you don't accept that because we are saying it. Even if we say a spade, you don't accept it. So democracy is totally curtailed. The right of expression. We are not allowed to speak in the parliament. We are not heard. It is not taken into importance. This all happened in all the past 10 years, and now let it not be repeated. That's what we request. We expected a change in you. But actually, it is not so. It seems again the same old thing. At least I again expect those two very strong alliance partners with you, Mr. Nitish Kumar, the social justice fighter, and Chandrababu, the federalism who stand by that, will be having the reins of this government, at least to safeguard the interests of the nation. So, ma'am, all these things we have said only in the interest of the nation. We need a central hall. We want the sunset to be common to both the opposition and ruling party. And most of the time, nothing is being telecast. These two are very simple. Sir, even if at least the media is there, it can take to the people. The media are not allowed. Where is democracy? The media who are responsible to take what is going on in the house are not allowed in the parliament. The television are not showing what is in reality. So it is totally whatever they wish is happening. Let me conclude, ma'am.
Thank you.
I said already, my party, we will adjust among ourselves, but I would like to conclude because everything cannot be said. 5 more years for them is supposed to be having. They are supposed to have 5 more years. I don't know how many years they are going to have. That is all different. We don't expect that also. Let them be there, but they have to mend their ways or people will end their days.
Thank you.
Respect democracy, honor the opposition party's views, and think of the people. First of all, the poor people, the farmers, the youngsters who are running for jobs. All these things should be taken into consideration, and kindly hereafter don't bulldoze any bills. Last year, it was only 7 bills have been referred to the standing committee in this regime. Refer bills, sensitive bills to the standing committee or select committee, call the stakeholders, consult each and everyone, and bring a comprehensive bill and make it a law. We are also for it. So also I request through this debate, President Droupadi Murmu, who gives assent to all the bills that are passed in the Parliament, shall also give assent to the bill that has been passed in the Legislative Assembly of Tamil Nadu, that is for the NEET examination. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.